Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County. It's 223:24. Today's a Friday. I'd like to give you a little video called Think About It Friday, just in case if I'm unable to put a video out over the weekend. And I hope you enjoyed my day at the zoo last weekend. That was pretty nice. Pretty much I got the same reaction as from the animals that I get from people about flat Earth. You know, they just ignore it. They don't want to know about it. It's too much to handle, even though it's so easy to prove in so many different aspects. But I want you to think about something. They have some more bullshit. Oh, NASA has some more bullshit for us. Where have we gotten the video yet? I don't think we've gotten the videotape footage yet of our last landing on the moon. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank NASA. Okay? Thank you, NASA, for providing us with more bullshit so we have something to work with. I can't wait to see the pictures. They must be airbrushing the shit out of them as we speak right now. But I look at NASA and I say, you know, NASA, shouldn't you have these pictures ready for us, like now, you know, or yesterday? Didn't it land yesterday at around 6 p.m.? But no, they don't have it. They're putting it together as we speak right now, or maybe they've released them. I don't know. I haven't checked Science Times or whatever the hell it's called to see what pathetic bullshit they're going to feed us now. I hope it's a picture of the rocket too. Let me ask you a question: who took that picture? Yeah, that's right. Because we're so used to this bullshit. We don't understand edits and cuts because we have been given it to us through the movies. You see, you have to understand this. You know, when they cut is when they stop, and they go into a different frame, and they show a different position of the rocket, and they show a different position of the spaceonaut. I'm going to call them spaceonauts now, and they show a different position of him. That's a cut, okay? And especially when they have the rocket on the ground, you see one side of it, okay? Then when it goes on the other side, that's a cut, okay? These people are used to that. When you see a rocket land somewhere, okay, and you have videotape footage of that rocket landing, someone has to be there, over there, in order to film the rocket landing. Yes! How did they get there? How did they... Oh, they launched a probe, perfectly positioned it, exactly in the same position where the rocket's going to land. That must be it. I can't wait to see the pictures. I hope it's a picture of like shit on the side, you know, like instruments or whatever the hell it is, like a tin arm coming out, and just right in front of the camera, like they do with the ISS. I love those pictures. They're great. Or that live feed. It's always nice. I always like seeing the reflections too. Yeah, that's right. Of the astronauts, spaceonauts, they don't look like there's somebody there filming them, like with a weird hat on, like we've seen in so many of the videos. Especially from the ISS. There was one of them that was really creepy. It was almost like, I don't know, it looked just freaky. There was some dark hat that was there and some other satanic bullshit that you could see the reflection of. This is going back a few years. Some people have gotten great footage. So when a picture's taken of a rocket on the surface of Nevada or Arizona, we're not really sure where they're taking, or maybe there might be a Hollywood studio or a hangar somewhere. Probably a hangar is my guess, but let's just pretend and say that it's on a celestial object up there. Okay, the picture has to be taken from somebody. Somebody has to take that picture, but the astronauts are in the rocket, so who is taking the picture? Who took that video from the moon when it launched off? Something from 1969. Perfectly pivoted. Takes that perfect one-time only shot. They only have one time to get that shot. going off into the atmosphere, going off into space. Perfect panning. Oh, gotta love that. 1969's technology, I'll tell you, I think it's surpassed us now at this point. I can't even do that on my camera. Oh, what was I talking about? I got sidetracked. I don't really give a fuck. Okay, this is such bullshit. It's such nonsense. After 50 years, I want to congratulate NASA for doing absolutely nothing and producing shit. Except fake crap of whatever people think they're looking at, of Earth, of bullshit, of nothing. 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 In 1969, they didn't practice this. They just launched off. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't put a probe up there. They didn't do anything. A couple of astronauts got into a rocket, launched off, landed on the moon, and that was it. Beautiful, well done, and came back. Well done, one shot. That's all it took them. There was no testing. There was no making sure the equipment works. As a matter of fact, the thing wasn't even tested here on Earth. But yet it was launched off into space, no testing at all whatsoever, and it held up perfectly. But now we have to test things. So we're going to put a rocket up there right now with nothing in it, at all. And everybody's going to go hurrah, 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 and forget about 1969 that supposedly astronauts landed on the moon. And they're thrilled about this. See, this is how much bullshit people believe. Nonsense. Just garbage. Why isn't there a mirror on the moon? It was amazing when we're doing, when we're proving that the Earth is level, and we can't afford the equipment that most people have, like lasers and shit like that. But you see, the one thing about a laser is when in a long distance it opens up. Okay, that's what happens with a laser. It doesn't stay in this single point of light. It opens up the further out you go, especially when you're talking miles and miles and hundreds of miles. I'm going to follow up on that in a minute. So why isn't there a mirror on there? I mean, we should be able to see some sort of reflection. And why aren't they landing on Apollo 11? Wouldn't you think everybody from America would love to see the site of Apollo 11? I would love to see that. Why aren't they landing there? Why are they landing all the way in the south area of the moon? Tell me that, please. They should be landing right at the Apollo 11, or at least a couple 100 feet away, so we can see a nice... Oh, that's right, they're looking for ice. That's right. Somehow or another, their amazing technology said that there was some sort of ice up there that they're planning on using for water and, wait for it, fuel. They're going to turn water into fuel. Shit. Nonsense. Wake the fuck up. This is all bullshit. All of it. It's there to make you think you still live on a spinning wet ball. That's all it is. That's why they put a planet in every fucking movie. Every fucking movie you can imagine. There's always something there, something round. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That was my sidetrack right there. So why isn't there a mirror on the moon? Surely, and I'm talking a big mirror. When we go to figure out, show people how level everything is and go out 5, 6, 10, 15 miles, and all you need are 2 mirrors. It was already an experiment done with that, and that was a brilliant idea because that only cost a couple of bucks, okay, to do. Instead of bringing up monkey suits and fucking guitars, why don't these idiots, if it's true, bring up a nice 5-foot mirror and plant it right there on the moon. You don't have to move it around because the sun supposedly is pointing toward it all the time. And also, we'll get an extra bonus when it goes to a quarter of the moon or a crescent of the moon. That little area will blink on and off, right? Sure. That's what a mirror does. It reflects whatever it's looking at. Exactly. That's good, folks. I'm proud of you. So, there's no mirror up there. There's no camera. There's nothing. I mean, we have cameras on Mars. We've got cameras everywhere, and there's nothing on the moon. The closest area. As a matter of fact, I think one camera is like 30 years old. It just came back to life. That's right, but through solar paneling. So something must have cleaned the solar panels on one of, I think it's on Mars or something like that. Just talking about this is giving me a fucking headache, man. It's truly so bad that people believe this shit. Okay. So we're showing level ground. We take 2 mirrors. We're about 7 miles away. You can see one reflection over here. You can see another reflection over there. Now you know it's flat. All you got to do is just put a mirror up the moon and tell us flat earthers that that is real and it's a tangible object and you landed on something up there, when we know that is not a tangible object. It's not 237,000 miles away or anything like that. There isn't a person with a laser beam that's shooting it toward this object to show you how far away it is and how far it's moving out to space. They say it's a quarter of a. I think it's as fast as your fingernails grow. That's how fast it's being projected out of our gravitational pull. It's great. It's great. But the sun's gravity doesn't have any effect on moons, I guess, right? No. Why would it? It's in the Goldilocks area. You know, the sun has gravity holding us there. But it has no effect on the moons, on any other object out there. That's right. Mars has a moon. I used to think that was a spaceship. I used to think that was an ancient spaceship that was from a technology that was inhabited Mars at one point, and they made this moon. That's what I thought. That's how stupid I was. Till I woke up and I figured out that everything has been out there to just keep you believing that you live on a ball. And that's it. They're just conditioning you over and over and over again. And once again, here we are. Nobody's on the moon. They'll never put anybody on the moon. Ever. Never will they ever put anybody on the moon. They'll pussyfoot around and pretend like they're doing something, but they're doing dick. Wait until you see these pictures. They're going to be so bad, and we're going to have so much fun with them. I hope they're being released as I speak. Another question that doesn't make any sense to us, because don't forget, our solar system is moving with the sun. I'm in a car and say there's a new virus in town too, and this doesn't help it. I'll get into that in a minute. I'm driving around in my car and I drop this, okay, on the ground. It goes away, and I move forward. Same process. If you leave Earth, okay, you're now out in outer space. We are moving at 666,000 miles per hour with the sun. Whatever the fucking number is. I think that's what it is. Bullshit, lies? Is that what they say? Whatever it is. Okay? So you're telling me the capsule is moving not only to keep up with the solar system, but also it's using the gravity from the moon to land on it. And there we go. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I can't believe people even believe this shit. But I do have to take an opportunity, Ball Earthers, for believing all of this nonsense. Because it is just giving us amusement and games and more material to play around with. So thank you, Ball Earthers. Keep thinking that you live on that spinning wet ball, because you'll be produced the best pictures of black holes, quasars, and all sorts of bullshit. Have they reached the end of the universe yet? I remember that's where I left off when I was studying flat Earth at the beginning. So I can't believe we're only 99.5% there, where we can almost see as far back as the Big Bang. Oh man, it's comical and frustrating at the same time that we can't wake these people up. so they understand that everything is a lie. Okay, all of it. The politicians, all lies. Games, baseball, bye football. Okay, I was right about that, huh? All of it. Music, name it. It's all bullshit. It's all fake. For all we know, we could be living on a digital world, and everything out there is fake too. Wanted to talk about the trees, but I might get into that during the weekend. I have some interesting information about the trees. But let me get into that later on in the weekend somewhere. Or if not, I'll do it on Monday. All right. I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos. Let me be a part of your life.